Hi, Mom. You got a minute?
Well, I'm a little late with dinner, honey. Can it wait?
It's about the hearing. We are on the calendar, and in a couple of weeks, we'll declare Dad legally dead.
I'll be so glad when this is over. I still ask myself, am I doing the right thing?
Mother, believe me, you are.
I hope so. Truly do.
Hi.
Wow. Where are you going?
Just out to dinner.
Well, that must be somebody pretty special. I don't think I've ever seen you this dressed up before.
Storm, it's just a date.
Oh, that outfit looks pretty expensive.
Not really.
Well, I'm anxious to meet this guy. What time's he picking you up?
I'm meeting him.
Well, it sure is a different world today. Guys don't even pick you up.
Storm, I have to go.
Well, do you mind if I ask you where you're meeting him?
At the taxi.
Well, that's a pretty fancy place. Would this be somebody connected with the modeling business?
Yes, he is connected with the modeling business.
You're a little touchy.
Storm, you're not my father, and I'd really appreciate it if you wouldn't act like you were.
Okay. Have a nice evening, sis, and be careful.
I'm sorry. Don't worry. I'll be fine. Really.
Brooke? What a nice surprise. And a coincidence. Hello, Rich.
Mother,
Hello, Mrs. Forrester.
you always did have such great timing.
Yes.
You said coincidence?
I was thinking about you today.
Oh. I hope good thoughts.
Well, of course. Come, sit down. You look so tired. Have you had a difficult day?
Yes, you might say that.
But that's all behind you now.
Well, there's nothing wrong at home.
No.
Your mother's all right.
Yes, Mother's doing just fine.
Good. I think of her often, you know.
She hasn't quite gotten her strength back yet, but she is amazing.
Yes, she is. But then I suppose everyone's pitching in at home, too, aren't they?
Yes.
Must be great for her having all that help. Your sisters, your brother, your grandmother.
Mm-hmm. Well, not Grandma.
Oh, what's happened to her?
She just hasn't been at the house for a while.
I thought she was living with you.
Well, she was, but she decided to spend some time with her sister.
So she's been away for a while.
Yeah, a few weeks.
I see.
Well, I think I'd better get going.
Won't you stay for dinner?
That's very sweet of you, Mrs. Forrester, but...
But you've had a difficult and hard day.
Yeah, I really have.
A very difficult day.
Yes. You don't realize how difficult.
Are you sure you won't change your mind? Marie is such a wonderful cook.
No, I can't really. I better be going. Ridge, thank you so much for understanding. Good night, Mrs. Forrester.
Good night, Brooke. What was that all about? Ridge's understanding. Was she talking about the little mix-up over who went to Tucson?
Star? Okay. Yo! I'll be right there. Yeah. look great.
Thank you. Rocco, do you have a minute? I really need to talk to you.
Yeah. We got all night.
It's about tonight. I'm meeting that guy from the magazine. He called me back. I'm a little nervous.
Oh. Well, don't worry about it. You look so great with your clothes on. He's not even gonna think about asking you to take them off.
Did you ever resolve the mystery of why you were used as the excuse for going to Tucson?
It was personal business. Brooke had to see someone.
Were you correct about what you thought earlier, that it might be another man?
Yes, it was another man. You're very perceptive.
And you're being very cavalier.
She said it was personal. I didn't fight that. I figured it was none of my business.
I see.
And Mother, it's none of your business either.
Rocco, you're the only person I can talk to about this. I hope you don't mind.
Mind? Donna, I would pay admission to see you tonight. I mean, it's all I could do to keep from mussing you up. You're really something.
Rocco, what am I gonna do? You know, I want this chance so badly I can taste it.
I know. I know.
What if he asked me to take my clothes off again?
Just stay cool. All right, look, you've already told him where your head is at. Donna, you walked out on the guy.
Yeah, and I thought I'd blown it.
But you didn't. That's the point. Now, look, he's calling you back. Maybe he's gonna play your way.
I hope so.
Yeah. Oh, I'm seeing Katie tonight. I got a stunt. I mean, it's guaranteed to turn her off me. It's guaranteed.
What are you gonna do?
It's awesome. I will be out of Katie's life for good.
I really want you to think about this, Rocco, because I don't want you hurting Katie.
Yeah, I know. I hear that.
I hope so.
Hey, you have a great time tonight.
Thanks. And thanks for listening.
And look, if this chump starts putting some moves on you, you just go to ladies' room, give me a call, and I'll be right there. Come on.
Ever since you told me about the hearing, I haven't been able to get it out of my mind.
I know it isn't easy for you, Mom.
It's not just me. It's Katie and Donna. I've been thinking all day about how I'm going to tell them.
Yeah, we're gonna have to face that pretty soon.
That's what I'm concerned about. Is there apt to be anything in the newspaper about this?
Yes, more than likely there will be.
That's what I was afraid of. Well, we're going to have to tell the girls, and the sooner the better. Brooke, I'm glad you're home. Come on in and sit down, honey. Storm and I were talking about the trial concerning your father. It's getting closer. We have some decisions to make.
The hearing.
I'm concerned about Katie and Donna. They're going to have to be told. What do you think, Brooke? Whatever we decide, I want us to be together on this.
Are you gonna tell them that our father's dead?
Excuse me, I'm here to meet Mr. Preston.
Yes, Miss Logan. Right this way, Miss Logan.
Donna, how nice to see you. You look absolutely stunning.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
What would you like?
Maybe some mineral water?
Well, I'm glad that you can make it on such short notice. After the way things went the other day, I thought it would be a good idea if we could get together. Besides, I'd like to get to know you better.
So then you're not mad at me for walking out on you like that?
We wouldn't be sitting here if I was. But don't worry about that. You did what you thought was right. I respect that.
Most girls don't act that way, I bet. I mean, not in front of someone like you.
To tell you the truth, Donna, I don't respond to girls I see at work in a sexual way. I look at them in terms of how they'll appear in my magazines. See, are my readers going to like them?
So it's purely business.
That's right. To me, it's just business. Thank you. Salute. You know, you're different than most of the girls I see. Tommy said something that really impressed me.
He did?
Told me about your family. Your mother must be quite a lady to raise 4 kids by herself.
She is quite a lady. You know, if it weren't for my mom, my brother Storm wouldn't be a lawyer right now. And my sister Brooke, she went through college with honors. Now she's a chemist.
That's very impressive.
Katie and I are gonna make it too. Of course, we all work.
Is that why you started modeling?
Huh. Couldn't make it on what I was getting at Griffey's. That's that hamburger joint that I work at. You see, Mr. Preston, I don't have a lot of experience modeling, but I can tell you one thing for sure. I'm not gonna serve hamburgers for the rest of my life.
Wow. Thank you. Why don't we order? You can have anything on the menu you want, except hamburgers.
I know exactly how you feel, Brooke. I'm not looking forward to telling Donna and Katie either, but they do have a right to know what's going on.
I think we have to be very open with them.
But maybe we should avoid telling them that we think their father is actually dead.
Look, I'm not sure I agree with that.
Well, Storm, it's one thing to explain all the legal reasons, the insurance, the ownership of the house, but it really is quite another to tell them that we feel their father has died.
Mother, I think they need to know how we really feel. That after 8 years, we haven't heard from him and we haven't seen him, that he must be dead. I think that's a lot kinder than letting them go on hoping.
I suppose you're right, Storm. I suppose so. What do you think, Brooke? How do you feel?
All right, Mother, it's my turn. What was that all about?
What was what all about?
Talking about your little show back there.
Show?
It might have escaped Brooke, but it didn't escape me. That warm and friendly performance of yours.
I don't know where this is headed, but I think I'm not going to like it.
I'm talking about your sudden interest in Brooke and her family.
I see. I'm going to be taken to task for being too friendly.
Oh, come on, Mother. You went overboard, asking about her grandmother. I didn't even know you knew her grandmother lived with them.
Well, of course I did. I remember quite distinctly one day Brooke saying that the family was so happy to have the grandmother living with them and that she was very happy to be living with the family.
Well, as usual, you have the answers, don't you? Why am I having such a hard time buying them?
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm sorry. It's, just that this evening didn't go at all like I expected it to go.
How did you think it would go?
I thought that you'd be all over me.
You disappointed?
No.
I mean, I wouldn't want to disappoint you.
In fact, you're nothing at all like I expected you to be.
How did you think I would be? Wait, don't tell me. Let me guess. Fat, bald, a cigar, ashes all over my suit. At least 50, right? How am I doing? Am I close?
Yes.
Well, let's say that we work on one of those right now.
Which one?
Fat. Let's order dessert.
Well, I'll risk it if you will.
Children, 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 how do you please them? You're either too harsh, or you're too aloof, or you're too warm, or you're too interested. Now, what would you like me to be?
Come on, Mother. You went a little overboard.
Overboard?
Yes.
Why don't you just think about this for a minute? Look how these families have become intertwined. You're dating Brooke. Brooke and Caroline are best friends. She was Caroline's maid of honor. I mean, the entire Logan family was invited to your brother's wedding right here in this house. We're not exactly strangers.
You forgot to mention the grandmother. That one really threw me.
Well, I was just surprised that she wasn't there. I mean, she's their only connection to their father.
Yes, Mother, you are still the great debater. How come I'm still not convinced?
The grandmother. Stephen Logan's mother. She'll bring her son home.
How do I really feel about what, Mom?
About what we've been talking about, Brooke. I'm very interested in how you feel. You're very close to your sisters. Do you feel it's best for us just to talk about legal matters, or, as Storm suggests, to tell them we feel your father is dead?
I don't think it's up to me to make that decision.
It's up to all of us, Brooke.
Well, I don't know how I feel.
I have to admit that more and more I have to agree with you, Storm. After 8 years, no word, not to any of us. Stephen must be dead. And as difficult as it's going to be for the girls they're going to have to accept it. Brooke, do you have a problem with what we're going to tell Donna and Katie?
No, Mom. Obviously, that's the way Dad wants it.
That's the way Dad wants it?
After 8 years, Storm, he's dead. Or at least he wants us to think he is. Let it be over.
Weston, Stephanie Forrester. I think I've got an answer to the problem. I'm going to leave now and come down to your office. Bye.